There has been a lot of talk about demons on this channel lately, amid other mythological events and things, and even a lion skin, now that I think about it. But while researching the Sopheriel power scaling video, I found myself rereading my copy of the Books of Enoch, and decided, why the hell not? So, join me once more, as we find ourselves at the highest of heavens, alongside Rabbi Ishmael, as he stands beside Enoch transformed, Metatron, and sees all that heaven has to offer. After spending most of chapter 18 hearing a list of angelic princes and kings in the heavenly hierarchy, Metatron explains the utmost, the pinnacle of this hierarchy. 2 angels, more like one that is split in 2, Sopheriel. Both of them bear that name, and then there are their epithets. Sopheriel, the killer, and Sopheriel, the giver of life. Why the killer, or the one who makes one dead? Simple. The first Sopheriel is in charge of the Book of the Dead, and when the time and hour of one's demise arises, he takes note and enters their name into the pages, ending their life. Then what about this Sopheriel, giver of life, or the one who makes alive? The Sopheriel here is one in charge of the books of life. When God on high brings one to life, it is Sopheriel's purpose to write their name among the pages, putting divine decree into motion and manifesting life. In short, these 2 are amid the highest things in heaven that are not Adonai or Metatron, who is called the Lesser Adonai. Unless you include later editions where he's not, but I digress. They exist as the ultimate aura check, but also the top of this strict rigidity of the heavens. They have but one purpose, to write that which they are ordered to, either in the Book of the Dead or the Book of Life. But now for the real description of these nigh cataclysmic angels. Their position is atop the storm wind, and the other upon the winds of the tempest, looming tower-like above nature. Each is clothed in divine majesty, like a mantle, and bearing divine crowns that glimmer like the heavens themselves, cloaked in lightning, and bearing countless eyes that gleam like the sun. They are undisputed divine beings that tower above all sensible measure, and their 365 wings flare out wide enough to sweep the skies of the 7th heaven. They are so mighty, cherubim ride their shoulders as a bird may, and in their hands pens that are thousands of parasangs in length, a parasang being roughly a measure of 3 miles, making their very beings like planets that flank the throne of God, awaiting his calls of death and life, looming as giants that have most of heaven bowing their heads when in their presence, but knowing their place is beneath God on high. For so long as you breathe, then, you belong not to Sopheriel the killer, and can roam freely amid the world of the living, something these angels will never know. And no, despite the dozens of layers that sit above you, you were made to be just lesser than God, in his image, and that every moment you have is far more important than an angelic eternity. Thanks for watching, stay hydrated, and be good people.